Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that looking at the actual scoreboard of him being 0-3 is not indicative of how he's been playing. He's currently 1-6, his one map picked up against Skillus, which was on Jagannatha. But everyone seems to be saying this is a crowning moment. And speaking of maybe the future king, in the bottom left, in the red, the Terran player representing GG Gaming, it is the German BattleB.
And his opponent, representing Russia, he is in a pretty good position in this group. It is Strange.
Yeah, I think we should talk about that because he's currently sitting at 2-1, and his map score is 5-3, joint with Elaser and Skillus, only trailing here to Raynor, who is 3-6-1. So Strange's position is unbelievable. Who has he played so far? Strange beat Skillus 2-1, great result. Lost to Christiana 2-1, and Strange beat Drogo 2-0. And Drogo his PvP we could say is definitely very good. And now it's can he perform against a Terran? Because Strange, with the position he's in, I think it's fair to say is the favourite, or the bookies would have him as the favourite. Maybe not massively. This isn't Serral versus BattleB, but with the position he's in, I would be saying I expect Strange to win this one.
Yeah, I think that you said it best. The bookies would say that this one is pretty heavily in favor of Strange. Of course, they do, odds makers and all that jazz. They tend towards players that have a more established record. But for me personally, I think I give a slight edge to BattleB. Now, Strange is... He has so many weapons in his toolkit that it's... You can't just write him off. But I like BattleB's chances here. I really do.
Yeah, I think this is the one. If BattleB were to go on an impressive run here, this is his first season. So we very, 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 very rarely see someone in their first season come out and just excel. It's a format that I believe you have to learn. It's like in football, and I mean real football, when a team goes up to the Premier League, or when a player joins the Premier League, often it takes them a season to adapt to the style of playing these sort of daily games, and then a little break, and then daily games. It's different. It's a different way to prepare. It's a different skill set that you need to adapt to. Not every player, just comes in and just absolutely slays it. We're going to see this adept run in here to the Hellion. But yeah, I think BattleB, if he can start off a good run with a series or two, that could be great. But right now, Strange is going to do something unusual, because we have that Dark Shrine in the Robo on the way. Prism Inc.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting to see how this shakes out. DT drop, 3-gate DT drop. It's funny. It almost feels like it's become a bit of a standard build in the Protoss arsenal. Like it's got so much potential to get something done. Even if it doesn't, you can go into an Archon drop. The main thing is you have to not lose the War Prism. As long as you don't lose that War Prism, and if you can retain the DTs, oftentimes you can find yourself in just a great position. Now, that being said, BattleB going for a very quick Raven. I talked about it earlier, but this is a little bit of a twist on it. It is going to be a single Widowmine 6 Marine drop, which should work quite well because it's going to get a scout on this.
Yeah, I actually really like this build. And with the Raven behind this and a few Marines and already a siege tank in production, this shouldn't be too bad. And right now, BattleB is going to be so happy that he's seen this. And these Marines are going to find so much damage. A lot of these pros actually even running... Okay, the Marines do the damage before the Widowmine can. Now we see DTs go in, and that Raven isn't out yet. And of course, Ravens cannot be in two places at once. Scan, killing that. That's so big, because now that means the Raven can be where it needs to be. We should just see it probably drop a turret as soon as it can. But this is probably going to end up being okay. Look how much lost mining time there is for both. Ooh, that Widowmine actually did friendly fire.
Yeah, not exactly ideal now. There's still quite a few Marines left over, and he can get a lot done. DT in the main base has not yet been fully cleaned up. There we go. Will go down. 3 DTs for 12 SCVs, but he's got an equalizing damage on the other side.
And I mean, Strange still has an okay economy at 36 workers, 37 workers now. But BattleB's army is pretty big. If you were to go across the map, and I don't think he's going to, you can see he's got quite a lot. I think he's going to throw down a third CC pretty soon in his E-base and get powering up. Because, of course, it's hard for him to know how much his opponent has. We're going to see another 2 DTs warped in. This, at this point, I don't think you're expecting, right? Like, to suddenly have 2 more DTs roll up. Oh, it's going to be the Archon. Okay, so I'm just completely wrong here. Would have been unusual. But the Archon drop I like, definitely. That's smart. BattleB is keeping track of that DT. He sees it morph into an Archon. He sees the other Archon too. So that's a lot of information. He may lose his medevac for it. It does have boost just coming up, and it will live thanks to that boost coming back in. Got that tank. But I don't see BattleB taking too much damage here, as long as he keeps his tank spread. Double Archon drop is annoying. It's going to force some APM here from BattleB, but his army is plenty strong. His stim is halfway done. As long as he's in position, the tank's friendly fire is a real risk here.
Yeah, the tank's friendly fire could be actually quite self-defeating. Strange does need to be a little bit careful, because if he gets that interference matrix on the War Prism while the Archons are stuck outside, that's 2 dead Archons, and that's expensive. That's because each of those was 2 DTs. That's 250 for each Archon. That's a lot of minerals. That's a lot of gas. You don't want to lose that. He's already a fair bit behind in that army supply.
I'm a little bit worried about the possibility of the 1-1 timing attack here from BattleB, and I think Strange knows he probably needs to keep his opponent back. Ooh, the interference matrix is available. It's a very real risk, I agree with you, and Strange is playing with fire here. BattleB's army is really big, and I do think quite possibly soon he's going to send these Marines and Marauders across the map, and when 1-1 is done in about, I don't know, a minute maybe, a little bit less, 50 seconds, there's some fear here. Now, Colossus and ETL on the way. There are a couple of Archons, of course, but this is a hell of an army, Steadfast.
That it is, and I feel like it was actually Strange trying to bait out the interference matrix so that he could go into these Colossus, but this Raven is maxed on energy. It is at just now hitting 200 energy. It's going to have 2 interference matrices, maybe an anti-armor missile if he wants. Some auto turrets are possible. This is so scary right now for Strange. I don't see how he can hold on.
No, I don't know either. The force fields are nice, of course, waiting for extended thermal lag. Oh, that Widowmine hit. He took all of the shields off of those Archons. One of those Archons is literally down to like 4... Oh, no, sorry, it was a Zealot behind it. Now, this drop is nice, but there's already units here. Just the rallying units are going to be enough. And a really nice choke point created here. And now we see the fight coming in. The interference matrix coming into the Colossus. The Colossus 1, Colossus 2 will fall down. There's nothing here. There's just no way. I think you might have been right here about BattleB, because BattleB storms forward. He's going to kill every worker. He's going to kill the third. And I think he's going to kill this game.
Great stuff out of BattleB. Fundamentals looking so sharp right there. And he comes in with just... that was a statement game right there. That was BattleB saying, no. My scoreline, that's wrong. That's a typo.
Yes.
And I'm about to correct that typo.
I agree. And not just that, but the game tends to go, okay, I have all of this I have all of this army. I can go to be able to defend the drop and create a little choke point there. That looked like a 10 game, defending the DPs. You know, maybe there's a couple of things to clean up, but he played perfectly or nigh on.
Yeah, he played very, very well. Got that scouting information, even being ready for the counterattack from Strange.
Yeah.
Even to the point where he had his units not just prepared, but also in an actual choke that he had formed up.
Yeah.
Like that was shades of Big Gabe. That was very similar to the Big Gabe style of TVP that we see. And, you know, it's kind of neat to see a young German Terran popping up here, similar to how we have all those young Polish Protoss players who are like kind of students of Mana. Maybe this is kind of a student of Hero Marine.
He certainly looked like, if I were to like break it down, like he had the aggression of Clem, to just go like that is very much a Clem thing, to just wait for that timing and just go. Clem would have moved out with like 7 Marines earlier for no reason, but that was a great result in map 1. And speaking of the guy that was able to pull it off, in the bottom left, representing Genesis Gaming, it is the Red Terran player, BattleB.
And his opponent, he's living up to his name here. Representing Russia, it is Strange. In the blue, and he goes for a 12 pylon, 13 gateway. This is going to be Proxy Voids. He's just going for it.
Yeah, and this is, I've always found Strange to be an unusual player, and I'm not going to say a Strange player. I'm not doing it. Because I've always thought he's either ultra aggressive or ultra passive, and you rarely get a middle ground from Strange. It's either DTs or Turtle Stargate against Zerg or something like that, or he's just, you know, gonna do something like Proxy Voids. And we see that probe heading out now. It's probably gonna go just to the north here of the main, by that mineral patch. We can get some batteries and stuff. I think that sort of area is pretty sexy. Just fire down. And now, has BattleB been watching his Uthermal YouTube video?
That is a good question. Does he have what he needs to deal with this? I hope so. Because, like I said, I'm a big BattleB fan. I'm really on board with the BattleB hype train. Yeah. And, yeah, I hope we see him do well.
Yeah, me too, man. I love watching anyone new, anyone young and exciting enter the scene so many years on. I was saying just before this, you know, I'm certainly towards the end of my StarCraft career now. I'm doing so many other things. It's difficult to give the game as much as I can. But to still see young talent 12, 11 years after the game came out, it's just so much fun. Like, BattleB was like 6 when this game came out.
Yeah.
Is that not wild to you?
Oh,
it's crazy.
Thanks,
right?
I hate it.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
Oh, man. Now, he did get in here with his scout. He did see that the cybernetics core was done before the 2-minute mark, which is kind of that magic timing. If the cyber core is done before that time, there should be tech coming your way. There should be a very aggressive move. BattleB has not, there we go. I was just going to say, has not yet started a bunker, and it's getting a little bit late, but he starts it pretty much ideally timed, I would say. It's going to be finished up in time for the Void Ray, but it's not in position to protect this supply depot. However, we are going to see this Adept Shade forward. Ooh, if it can deny that bunker, that would be huge.
Ooh. Yeah, this is doing a great job of just buying time even as well. Like, as you said, if it could get the SCV, that would be nice. It does go down in the end, but that SCV is very, very low now, and the bunker delayed a little bit. That first Void Ray is going to come out. If it was a little bit closer, it would have killed that SCV and denied that bunker. So a little bit frustrating, but of course the batteries are here. And we're not in this to end it in a minute. This is the long con here from Strange. And that was all about the micro.
Yeah, he did add on. Oh, nice micro from BattleB, speaking of which, saves those Marines. Doesn't let the Void Ray have any kills. And he's going to ride out this prismatic alignment, going to be able to repair up this depot. Now, it is worth noting that BattleB is getting that Megfield Accelerator. I think that's the best way to defend this.
Thermal videos.
But we are seeing Warp Gate from Strange.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not as committed as you'd expect it to be from someone like MaxFax, who would just never get Warp Gate and continue to make Void Rays and maybe even head into Tempests or something along those lines. Depot is going to go down here, and I will say Strange is gaining a little bit of ground. He's doing a decent job. He's going to take out another depot by the looks of it. Now, the batteries are in a very good position too. He has a white surface area. He has multiple options of where he can retreat to. And that's very important. Be able to go, okay, I can go, you know, right, or I can go up in order to get to those batteries. It means he has more room to play around. He can attack multiple angles at the same time. And the Terran player certainly wants things to be, you know, bundled so the Marines can get lots of fire. Even the Adept here helping out is really, really nice. We have another gateway and more Stalkers coming in. And I actually really like this transition because it's going to be a bunch of Stalkers here are going to be able to deal with this really, really well because the cyclone count is so low.
Yeah, you can only get those.
It feels a bit quick.
You can only get those Cyclones out one at a time. It's very important to keep them alive. BattleB is doing a great job. He does blast out another prismatic alignment. He's so sharp with this micro. Every time Strange comes in with those Void Rays, BattleB is ready to move those Cyclones. And now Megfield Accelerator about to finish. Oh, that one Cyclone will go down. He will get at least one Stalker return. No. Yeah, he gets one Stalker return kill. Okay. Not worth it. Oh, no, he might have gotten 2.
No, he got 2. Okay, and the Adepts as well, which is a lot of the vision, a lot of the, you know, the Adepts always threatening the back line where there is no bunker. The Void Rays obviously are the this army, and one of them are taking quite a lot of HP damage, actually. Oh, I guess a Viking. Oh, Void Ray does go down, though. And Void Ray definitely worth more than the one Viking at this point, as long as he can keep these Cyclones alive. Those are the key units. And again, we see more Adepts warped in to threaten that mineral line. And this is there. Oh, he didn't commit to it. I actually thought he might there. He could have got a couple of kills, but I guess he needs that critical mass.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to have seen him commit, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
I would love to see him, yeah, no more mules, just only scan to hold lock-ons. I would love to see that. And I would love to see even a medevac to boost those Cyclones out of trouble if they get into it. But we are going to see the Prismatic Alignment popping to go after that bunker. He will take it down. Not enough repair. The Adepts do shade forward and do go down. Oh, that Cyclone getting caught up by the SCVs. And now this Tech Lab's going to go down. This is trouble.
This is more than just trouble. This could be lights out here. We're going to see a bunch of SCVs possibly go down. The Stalkers, I think they should have gone to the edge there towards the battery, actually. They would have been in range, I think. So a lot of SCVs go down. Of course, there are too many SCVs. It's actually not necessarily a bad thing to lose them. It's a lot worse, though, for the Protoss player to lose a Void Ray, because he's actually just down to 1 now. He's not producing anymore, just making Stalkers. BattleB's got a bigger army. He's got way more workers. I actually don't think I'd be surprised to maybe even see him throw down a CC on the high ground soon. Did he lose it? Oh, he still got his. I thought he lost it.
Yeah, no, he just kept it super tucked away. He's actually... Oh, that's cute.
Like
He's going to land it at the other side. Meanwhile, we're going to see Strange trying to move through once again, but there's this tank now. And BattleB, he's rebuilding this bunker to provide more security. I didn't even realize he built a second barracks to make up for the fact that he lost his reactor so early. Actually, he may not have even... Did he build a reactor?
Yeah, I think he did lose a reactor. I'm not certain.
No, it looks like it's just a tech lab. Yeah, so he never built the reactor. He knew that it was going down, and he never committed to holding this front. Yeah,
and behind this, as we can see, BattleB has now landed his command center. Oh, actually, he hasn't. He's bringing it back. It was cute, but it was just a scouting command center. But the army right now is huge, and we can see that the tanks are going to start firing away. They're going to move forward slowly. The Cyclone is going to be able to support this. There is a Nexus going down for our Protoss player, but he is macroing out from a not great position. Another battery goes down. I think we're going to see BattleB break down the walls here, and that's exactly what it's going to be. And he's in a great spot.
Yeah, he's got this game as long as he doesn't botch the micro, and I don't see him doing that. Now he does have to be careful about a force field on the ramp, but the SCVs, well, they're covered by those tanks, so never mind. Yeah. This almost ends up being a bit of a bait, if anything.
Yeah. There's no more force fields. There's no more sentries here. That one with low energy, meaning that all of these units can get out. Of course, there are shield batteries here, but there's no Nexus or overcharge, so these units can go down pretty quick. You do see Scan going down here to provide vision here towards the tanks, as the Cyclone wasn't able to get into position. The Vikings doing a good job of keeping the air units off. The ground's going to take down everything here. BattleB gets his natural. He's up 10 workers as a Terran player. He's in a great spot.
Yeah, even scans his opponent's main base to see if there's something spicy coming down. Does see the Twilight Council and sees an additional gateway. And now this Void Ray, oh, it's going to go down away from the shield batteries. Nice job. He did lose his last Cyclone, but those Cyclones have absolutely done what they need to do. Look at this BattleB even walling. He knows, based on that Twilight Council, it's going to be Zealots. Yeah. He's already preparing for phase 4 of the All-In.
Yeah, BattleB is really playing intelligent StarCraft here. He's doing a great job. He's now pushed back this assault entirely. Strange is going to try a very, very soft contain. And I mean, it's like melted ice cream sauce. Because there's just no way he's able to keep BattleB back. BattleB at 87 supply now. He's got 48 army supply to the 16 of Strange. Strange is trying to cut mad corners. He's trying to cut so many corners right now. He's on a roundabout by getting the quickest Templar archives out of this that he can. To just try and get Storm, probably. Maybe Archons. He's got a lot of gas, so I don't think Storm is a bad idea. Yep, there we go. But BattleB's got just +1 on the way. He's got Stim and Combat Shields about to finish off. He's going.
Yeah, this is this is an incredibly strong timing. He's up 40 army supply. Will lose a Viking. Nice micro from Strange, but this... I don't see any way this is held, even with Storm completed. There's just no actual units. There's 2 Zealots, 3 Stalkers, 2 Sentries, and it's going to be up to all those High Templar. Meanwhile, we do have this drop from BattleB. Did get deflected on the right side. Was sent out earlier. And well, this is potentially a lot of Storms.
It's potentially a lot of Storm, but I don't think Storm is yet done. In fact, I think it's a good 30-odd seconds away. And with the drop already coming, and with the rest of the army moving up the middle here, could you hit the D key so we can see the production tab here? Okay, Storm is done. Oh, it's just completed. I'm blind. There's so many tanks on Storm. A little bad whether they're able to push back a lot of these units, but it's a hell of a scary army.
That it is. Hallucinated Colossus coming in. We are going to see a pylon going down there on the left. No actual third base just yet. BattleB playing this so patiently too.
Yeah.
And he knows his opponent has Storm. He's going to be reinforcing with the double medevac, getting it across the map a little quicker. We do see this drop does get cleaned up in the back. Strange. Yep. I mean, kudos to him. He's doing his best. But there's a Ghost Academy about to complete.
Yeah. Yeah, BattleB's got his third down as well. It's not yet completed. It's about 80% done, but very, very close. 75% done. But it's very close to completion. And the long-range siege of these tanks, there's no answer. A couple of Storms on the Widowmine's annoying, but not enough to kill them. And this tank is just slowly shelling away. And every time the Zealots charge, you see he's just using one Marauder as bait to kill a couple of Zealots. A lot of SCVs have just gone down. What's going on there? Was it a Storm drop? No, just Zealot.
No, just a Zealot run by.
That's a lot of damage. A lot of needed damage too.
It is a lot of damage, but BattleB still has him in kind of this this Muay Thai choke. And this is the headlock is tightening. The grip is tightening.
Yeah, he's got him in a triangle right now, unfortunately, and there's not many ways out of one of those. We're going to see tanks though are just completely untouched. There's nothing to kill the tanks. A couple of Archons on the top side, sure, but there's enough fire left over, and just like that, GG. BattleB just